This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget, and this is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please like, share, subscribe. If you're a current subscriber, you're greatly appreciated. You know the routine. Come on in, make yourself at home. Uh, this right here is my first high school wrestling match. My freshman son had his first wrestling match this weekend. He had his first opportunity to feel what it's like to swim with the sharks. Um, Very proud of him. He had a very decent showing, and I think he knows what he's getting himself into. So kudos to my son. But this week takes me to Dollar Tree. Very nice pickups, somewhat reminiscent of 3 years ago. We used to go to Dollar Tree like every 3 months. They have these huge displays, Blu-rays, box sets, somewhat reminiscent of that kind of pickup. Hopefully in 2024, we'll see more of these. Before I get into what I picked up at Dollar Tree and my classic pick as well as my 3D pick for the week, not only do I collect movies, yes, I'm one of these wild individuals. I actually watch them. And on a weekly basis, I like to share some of the things I watched, either live in the theater with my family, streaming, or actual physical media. And I'm going to kick it off with some Dollar Tree picks. Probably picked these up a few years ago. First one, this is a 2017 crime drama thriller, Bullethead, directed by Paul either Solet or Solet, S-O-L-A-T, Solet or Solet, starring Adrian Brody, Antonio Banderas, John Malkovich, who ever since the movie Being John Malkovich came out, was a John Malkovich fan, Rory Culkin, who I didn't know, I thought it was just one of the other Culkins that gained a lot of weight. I didn't realize how many Culkin brothers there are, and Ori Pfeiffer. This is a group of criminals find themselves trapped in a warehouse with a very interesting adversary. And I don't want to get into too much details. Very interesting crime story. Also kind of another story dealing with a pit bull, and it has some scenes of dogfighting, which I completely abhor. I hate anything violence to animals, though. But very interesting crime flick. Antonio Banderas is not the main character; he's more like um, a guest. Adrian Brody, John Malkovich, and Rory Culkin are the main characters, though. So you like that kind of slow pace but interesting story. You'll like 2017's Bullethead. The next one is also a Dollar Tree movie. This is the 2018 crime drama thriller, The Standoff at Sparrow Creek. It stars James Badge Dale, Chris Mulkey, Brian Garrity, Robert Aramayo, Patrick Fischler. And this was directed by Henry Dunham. And it's a story of a militia, and they find out that there is a shooting at a police funeral, and all the police are now scouring the internet, scouring the area for all these militia. And this militia group gets together and they're trying to figure out who was the rogue person in there. And it's more of a psychological drama thriller. It's like who's guilty, and everybody's kind of pointing the finger at the other person. It all takes place, I think, in like one or two different places. So it's a slow kind of Sunday watch, but very interesting, especially some things that's actually going on in real life. So maybe able to still get this at the Dollar Tree or some of your Dollar Trees. This is the 2018 crime drama thriller, The Standoff at Sparrow Creek. My next pick, this is a comedy classic with one of the legends of comedy. This is the 1987 comedy Critical Condition, starring Richard Pryor, Rachel Ticotin, Ruben Blades. You might know Ruben Blades from think it's a spinoff of The Walking Dead or Fear the Dead. John Montana, Bob Dishy. This was directed by Michael Apte. And Richard Pryor is a con artist, for lack of a better word, who ends up in a mental institution, who ends up posing as a doctor, and that's where the story ensues. Very interesting co-characters. You have Randall Tex Cobb, who used to be an actual boxer. He had all the bones removed from his nose because he had to get his nose broken. You have a cameo appearance of Wesley Snipes as an ambulance driver. So very cool flick to see. I haven't watched this in years, and I even watched it. I was shocked to see Wesley Snipes and then realized that I didn't catch that the first time I saw it back in '87. So if you like Richard Pryor, and what's interesting about this, though, this is actually after he had his milk and cookies incident. If you don't know what the milk and cookies incident, watch one of his stand-ups. Basically, where he caught on fire and he has burns over, I think, 70-80% of his body. And some of the scenes, you can actually see some of the burns on his neck. Interesting classic comedy. Richard Pryor's 1987 Critical Condition. My last pick, and this is in the spirit of the season. This is the 2016 comedy horror thriller Better Watch Out, directed by Chris Peckover, starring Olivia DeJonge, Levi Miller, Ed Oxenbould, Alex Mikic, and Dacre Montgomery. And I actually first saw this movie in the trailer. It looked really cool, so let me see if I can find this movie. Got it at a cool price at Groove on eBay. Popped it in. Watch the trailer, because the trailer sends you in one direction and the movie sends you in another direction. I'm watching this and I don't want to give too much away. I'm thinking this kid has some balls. This is really funny movie, funny black comedy type of comedy. And big shout out to Movie Edge and Kells Daily. They've seen these also. They commented on my last page when I introduced the movie, when I purchased it. Big shout out to Kells. There definitely needs to be a sequel. There should have been a sequel to this, because as I'm watching the ending credits, I'm like, okay, they have to show a little bit more about what happened. So if you like quirky Christmas black comedy, imagine Home Alone and I Missed the Call. That's kind of what Better Watch Out is. You'll like the kind of movie. Now, without further ado, sit back, relax, have a drink, have a smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of this video.
We're back at the Black Cave. Back at the Black Cave. We are back at the motherfucking Black Cave. Have my idolatry pickups here. Have my 3D pickup for the week as well as my classic pick. Give me a minute. Let me get these scanned in and we'll jump right into it. Hold on. I'm going to jump right into it. Very cool pickups here. Gonna kick it off with Keira Knightley, Colette, based on a true story. This is a Universal release. Blind pick, never seen this before. Looks somewhat interesting, a period piece. I kind of like Keira Knightley. So I thought this might be interesting. Maybe a good Sunday watch, or maybe whenever we get to retire, maybe a Tuesday afternoon watch. Keira Knightley, Colette. Next, really looking forward to watching this. Hopefully I can actually find it on Blu-ray. Two actors I really love watching. Don Cheadle, Ewan McGregor, Miles Ahead. This is a biography of the legendary jazz phenomena. The one and only Miles Davis. Love his music. And this is a Sony release. And I don't think that's the movie. There's just Sony points. miles ahead. Next, we get into some Blu-rays here. We have Same Kind of Different as Me, Renee Zellweger, Djimon Hounsou, Mr. Asshole himself, Jon Voight, and Greg Kinnear. And this is one of those Devil Pro movies. It's kind of like, I guess for lack of a better term, one of those kind of religious type movies or spiritual type movies, which sometimes I actually like and sometimes get a little preachy depending on the subject matter in the actual movie. But it looks interesting. It has the digital code. This is a Paramount release. Same Kind of Different as Me. Next, we have I'll See You in My Dreams. Only person I really recognize, Rhea Perlman, Danny DeVito's ex-wife. I think they're divorced. And Sam Elliott, the stereotypical cowboy. It's a Universal release. Looks interesting. Get another Blind Buy. I'll See You in My Dreams. Kind of the standard Universal disc cover. The DVD and the Blu-ray. See if the digital code works. I'll See You in My Dreams. Next, I have an Echo Bridge release. Don't recognize any of these people. Another Blind Buy. Have the DVD and the Blu-ray. Broken Halos. Next, I actually been looking for these. I have quite a collection of the DC animation, mostly Batman, a few Justice League, and I was looking for this. I think it was $5 over at Big Lot, so definitely prefer $1.25 over $5. DC Universe, The Reign of Superman. Let's see, you have the different Superman. I think that's Bizarro, maybe. Superboy. Interesting. It's Warner Brothers DC release. Oh, okay. The DVD and the Blu-ray and the code, so. Not sure what that is, so. But anyhow, I think it's expired. Reign of the Supermen. Another one I was looking for, I believe at Hamilton Book, I think it's $5 at Hamilton Book. Again, rather pay $1.25 than $5 for the same movie. Jesse Eisenberg, Alessandro Nivola, Imogen Poots. Oh, interesting. They're back together again. I think they're in the movie Vivarium or something like that. Very cool, quirky movie. I think that's kind of, well, this along with Social Network, I think where he played Zuckerberg, where I really kind of noticed him. Then I think he's in Zombieland and a couple other movies. So interesting actor. Hopefully this will be an interesting movie. Universal release, The Art of Self-Defense. Next, saw this, had to get it for $1.25. Come on. This is old school Dollar Tree stuff when, like on Black Friday, they have all the movies out. This is the kind of stuff that you'll find. Very cool stuff. You got Charlie Chaplin, the Beatles. So you have memorabilia here. Okay, very cool. I'm not gonna go through all this though. Very cool. What's in here? And you know, if you saw this any other place, it went at least 20, 30 bucks at least. Let's take a look over here. Ocho movies here. Coronation, The Making of a Queen. Britain's in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Flashback 50 events that changed Britain. One I recognize is Lady Di. Is that the Iron Queen? And the Battle of Britain. So, I'm sorry, that's not a bad deal. All that for $1.25. Yeah. Not a bad buy at all. We got the big case here. Who made this? Go Entertainment? Never heard of them. I'm assuming it's a British company. The best of British. Next to end it for the Dollar Tree pickups, La Grande Aventure de la Vie Terre. I'm assuming that's French. But I have some of these BBC nature ones, which use beautiful pictures, like National Geographic or IMAX to a lesser extent. Really kind of cool. You're working on something, kind of put in and kind of zone out to. BBC. And this is my Dollar Tree December pickup here. But before I let you go, I gotta do my 3D pick for the week. I actually purchased this. If you saw my show last week, I had a Turtle's Tail 3D. I actually purchased this first, hoping that both would be in 3D, even though it just said this one. But the price was so, even if it wasn't, this is still cheaper than getting a Turtletales 2 by itself. So getting these two was cheaper than getting a Turtle's Tail in 3D by itself. And this is a Cinegem release. So I have a Turtle's Tail and a Turtle's Tail 2, both in 3D. And my classic pick for the week, in the spirit of the holidays, Queen Latifah, LL Cool J, Last Holiday. I haven't seen this in years, let alone seen it on Blu-ray. This is a Paramount release. Now, give me a minute. Let me separate the disc from the artwork and get you good people on your way. Hold on. I have everything scanned into my CLZ Movies app, almost everything. C as in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, L as in Last Holiday, Z as in Zoolander. Only thing that did not scan in is this bad boy right here. I'll have to put this in manually. I have everything laid out, ready to be put back in its proper place. As usual, I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, leaving comments. If you made it this far, smash the like, give me the big thumbs up, ring the bell. If you haven't subscribed yet, What's wrong? Go ahead and subscribe. Hit me up. Other than that, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Everyone be safe. Deuces.